What is up, my Termination? Charm City Gamer here, back from Out of the Park Baseball 19. And as you can see, the Orioles have a 2-0 lead in the American League Championship Series. And still face the dangerous Randy Johnson in Game 3 at the Kingdome. As Shane will take the mound for the Birds, trying to take a commanding 3-0 stranglehold on the M's. We'll have the same lineup as we've had the entire postseason. And played. Just the entire postseason. I don't think we should change the lineup any. Let me see. Did Tabo play in? Okay, he did play in the big barrage. So, Leo Gomez are going to start. That's a little Devereaux. Well, I'm going to have Jeffrey Hammonds batting 6th. Harold Baines 4th. Or 3rd, excuse me. Rafael Pomero being the cleanup man. With Jeffrey Hammonds, Leo Gomez, Devereaux, Brady Anderson. We are ready for ball. Jimmy Moyer will look to extend us to a 3-0 stranglehold and really put the pressure on the Mariners. Let's play ball. You take a 3-0 lead, Mariners very much put away. Obviously, they can't recreate the Kingdome. That stadium was long gone, but they did what they could. 1 second while I turn down the battery. Alright, let's get Game 3 underway. 3-1 to Mark McLemore. Ball 1. Or ball 4, excuse me. And Mac draws the leadoff walk. And I'll bring up Kyrican. 8 for 27 playoffs, 2 homers, 5 RBIs for 296 click. There goes McLemore. He holds up. Okay, 1 out of Cal. Takes strike 1 on to second. Not in time. Stolen base from McLemore. 2-1 to Cal. Up the middle, base hit, and McLemore's speed's going to produce a 1-0 Royal lead. If he can score from here. And he doesn't. He actually got thrown out at the dish. Cal takes second on the base hit. Here's Harold Baines, 9 for 22, 2 homers, 5 RBIs, 409 average. 3-2 to Harold. He draws a walk. Harold, of course, hit 37 bombs, 109 RBIs in the regular season. Good for a career high for Harold. And here's the AL batting champion, Rafael Pomero. 48 homers, 141 RBIs for 368 batting average. There you see. The awards, Batter of the Month award and all that. Batter of the Year award, but you can see the awards here for Rafi. 3 homers, he hit the 7-for-7 game against the Brewers, a double, 3 homers, 5 RBIs, 6 runs scored against the Brewers. Had a walk-off homer against the Yankees on September 17th. So Rafi was a torrent from pitchers to face. He hit 37 homers last year, 145 RBIs. He's just like, I'll just do better than that, and hit even more this year. Hitting an amazing 48 homers, 141 RBIs. I believe that red means he led the league in hits. I'm not sure. Whatever. Back to the game. Rafi has also done well in the playoffs, hitting 526, 10 for 19, 5 RBIs. That is crunched into left field, and that will be caught. What a play. Even though he made the great catch, Eric Anthony's being taken out of the ballgame for future Oriole Rich Amaral. And bring up Chris Wales, 2 on, 2 out, 2-2 Chris. Throws a walk. So Johnson's been effectively wild here in the first, walking 3 of the first 6 men to grade him. I'm back to Jeffrey Hammonds, 7 for 23, 3 homers, 10 RBIs in the playoffs. 1-0 to Jeffrey. That is tagged. Deep right fielder going back to the track to the wall. Grand slam home run! 4-0 Orioles! And just like that, Jeffrey Hammonds might have clinches first for the ALCS MVP with 1 swing of the bat. He's already homered 3 times in the postseason. He's homered Actually, he's homered 4 times in the postseason, and 3 of them have been against Seattle. He might just, you know, he might have just clinched himself the ALCS MVP if we sweep the series, if Leo Gomez stands in. Oh for 7 as well, so he's looking to get his first hit of the ALCS here. 1-0 to Will. Line to left, Amaral racing, and he's got it. Hitting over, but the O's put a big 4th spot thanks to Jeffrey Hammonds. That gives Jamie Moyer plenty of time to relax on the mound, as he'll now face Rich Amaral, replacing the injured Eric Anthony, who didn't even get a chance to take this cuts at the dish. 1 for 3 is Rich. 1-2. Little squibbler out in front of the plate on the first. 1 gone. I'm bringing up Felix Furman. 11 for 33. No homers, 1 RBI. 1-1 to Felix. Popped him up. Orioles left. Why did I say he popped him up? I thought he popped it up, but he grounded it second to Mark McLemore. Second out. Now brings a dangerous Ken Griffey. 9 for 33. 2 homers, 6 RBIs. 273 average for Ken. 3-1 to Griffey. And he draws the walk. Griffey, of course, led the league in homers, 53. 130 RBIs batted in. 130 RBIs. I don't believe he led the league in RBIs. I'll get back to you on that at the end of the game. Now bring up Edgar Martinez, 3-1 to Edgar. And just like Randy Johnson, Moyer is also effectively walked on Edgar. Walked the first. After he gets the first 2 outs, he's walked the last 2. Here's Jay Beer. 3-2 to Buhner. Ball 4. Back-to-back-to-back walks. Retires the first 2 men, then proceeds to walk the next 3. 2-1 to Tino. Down the third base line, they'll score 1. Here comes another run. It's now 4-2. That's a 2-run double for Tino Martinez. It's now lead is now cut in half at 4-2. And back Mike Flowers. Flowers to third. Leo Gomez up with it on to first. Hitting over. So the Mariners cut the lead in half at 4-2. Now bring up Mike Devereaux. 1-1 to Devereaux. Back to Johnson on the first. 1 gone. Here's Brady Anderson. 1-2 Brady. Larry Torres swinging. That's Johnson's first strikeout after 3 walks in the first. And here's Mark McLemore, who of course led off the first inning. But I believe he drew a walk. 2-0 to Mark. Shorts. Furman. Boots it. Or Soho boots it. That's an E6. There's Cal. Got a base hit his first time up. McLemore running again. Takes a strike 1. Cal that base hit up to Everest at 321 in the playoffs. McLemore running again. Nope. 1-1. There he goes. 32nd. Not in time. McLemore is using the speed that devastates the Mariners. Third base. Hitting over, so the O's can't add on to their lead. I bring up Dan Wilson, number 8 man. 0-1 to Dan. That is tagged in the dead center field. Back goes McLemore. He's not going to get this one off the wall. That's the leadoff double for Dan Wilson, maybe 3. Here comes the relay. It's not going to be in time, and Wilson's got himself a leadoff triple. So yeah, a catcher getting a triple. What are the odds of that? Gotta bring up Luis Soho. And he strike 3. Trick swing, strike 3. Soho, of course, batting. He's now batting 179 in the playoffs. I'll check out his stats when we get to the playoffs here. Okay, in the postseason, he's batting 179. 5 hits and 28 trips. Now bring up Rich Amaral. Here's Fitch. Third base, that'll bring home the runner of Wilson. And 2 gone. Here's Felix Furman. Lined into right field, there's a base hit. That'll keep the inning going for the Mariners. He's thinking 2, and he's got it. How about Ken Griffey Jr.? 1-2 to Ken. To right field. Hammonds is there. He's got it. Hitting over. Now bring up Harold Baines. 9 for 22. It's Harold. Drew a walk in the first inning, 1-0 to Harold. Center field, Griffey should have a play. He does. 1 away. Here's Rafael Palmeiro. 3-1 to Rafi. And he draws a walk. 4th walk of the game for the big unit. Here's Chris Williams. Short could be 2. And it is. 6-4-3 double play. And Edgar Martinez. 3-2 to Edgar. And just like his first at bat, he draws the walk. Both pitchers are being very wild with their control. Jay Buhner standing in 2-2 to Jed. Swing of a strike 3. There's Tino Martinez, who's 2-run double cut it to 4-2. Back to Moyer on second for 1. Back to first, double play, inning over. Both pitchers complete double plays to get out of the 3rd inning. We're back for the 4th right after this. And we're back for the Orioles 4th as Jeffrey Hammonds stands in to lead off the 4th inning. Remember, he took Randy Johnson deep for that grand slam. He's now 8 for 24, 4 homers, 14 RBIs for a 333 clip. The 1-2 to Jeffrey. Swing and a strike 3. So there's a little measure of revenge for the big man on that 95-mile-an-hour heater. Here's Leo Gomez. And Leo back to Johnson on the first. 2 gone. How about Mike Devereaux? 1-0 to Mike. Into center field, Griffey racing back. He's going to have a flame though. And he's got the squeeze on it, inning over. Johnson settled down since giving up the grand slam in the first. 1-1 to Mike Flowers. Right back to Moyer, 1 gone. Dan Wilson after the triple, 0-1 to Dan. Into right field, Hammonds is there. He's got a squeeze on it. 2 gone. Here's 0-2 to Soho. Center field, Devereaux. Hitting over. 1-2-3 for the Birds in the 4th. Go to the 5th. Brady Anderson leads off. 0-2 to Brady. Swing of a strike 3. That was a 91-mile-an-hour fastball, and Brady couldn't get a hold of it. Here's Mark McLemore. And Mark. Into left field. Amaral racing towards it. He's got it. Now back Kyle. 2-1 to Cal. Dead center field. Right at Griffey though. That'll end the inning. Bottom of the 5th though, he's trying to hang on to a 4-3 lead. 2-2 to Rich Amaral. Chopper to 3rd. This is going to be an infield hit. Amaral with that great speed. So beat it up. Pickoff play. And they got him. I think Rich was thinking about stealing second. He was leaning. Jamie saw that. Snap throw and he got him. So that erases the infield hit. Now bring up Felix Furman. That pickoff play now looming large as Furman immediately hits the next pitch he sees right in the left field for a base hit. And we're out the dangerous Ken Griffey. 0-2 to Ken. Up the middle, base hit. And again, that pickoff play looming large. That base hit would have probably tied the game. Here's Edgar Martinez. 1-2 to Edgar. Swing and a strike 3. 87 miles an hour on that fastball. Or 88, excuse me. And now Jay Buhner. The 1-1 to Buhner. Into center field. McLemore diving catch, and that might have saved a run right there. Now we're to the 6th. O's up by 1. Harold Baines trying to get some insurance. Left field. Amaral. 1 away. Here's Rafi Palmeiro. Pitch to Rafi. That is smoked into dead center field. Griffey won't get to that one. That'll be an easy stand-up double for Rafi Palmeiro. Now bring up Chris Hoyles trying to pick up that insurance run. 0-2. 3rd base. Martinez on first. 2 gone. Martinez to Martinez. 2 gone. Here's Jeffrey Hammonds, whose grand slam made the difference in this game back in the 1st. 0-2 to Jeffrey. Strike 3 swinging. So after the grand slam, Randy Johnson struck out Jeffrey Hammonds into the next 2 at-bats. Here's Tino Martinez, 0-2 to Tino, and he goes down looking. Here's Mike Flowers, 1-2 Mike. Strike 3 call. See ya. 2-2 to Dan Wilson. Deep to right field. That baby's gonna go, and we are tied at 4. We are now tied 4-all thanks to the Dan Wilson bomb. Here's Luis Soto. Soto, of course, struggling. 5 for 20 in the playoffs for a 172 clip. 2 homers, 5 RBIs. To McLemore, hitting over. But the runners do tie it at 4 on Dan Wilson's solo homer. Leo Gomez will lead things off in the Orioles 7th. And Leo will promptly hit one into the gap. Deep right center field, that ball back to the track to the wall. See you later! 5-4 Orioles! That was probably like probably the weirdest home run call you'll hear out of me, because I didn't know if that ball was going to get out of the yard. 1-2 pitch. It was, I think, it was, I guess, 84 miles an hour, and he crushed it. I don't know if Jamie Moyer will need bullpen assistance, but he's already thrown 98 pitches. We don't want to overwork our pitcher here. So we'll get Mark Eichhorn up in the pen. As Mike Devereaux stands in, Johnson once again stands to be losing pitcher. 1-2 to Devereaux. Series shorts. 1 away. As bring up Brady Anderson. 1-1 to Brady. Down to first. 2 away. That brings up Mark McLemore. And he will hit one into center field for a base hit. Clean single for Mac. Here's Catterton, 1 for 3 on the day. There goes McLemore again, trying to swipe another bag, and he does just that. He swiped 3 of them. He's tried for 3 stolen bases in this game, and he swiped 3. He didn't have a single stolen base up to the postseason here, but he's managed to swipe here, 3 here. He actually failed in his first 2 attempts, but he swiped 3 in this game. Cal looking to bring him home. 2-1 to Cal. Center field, Griffey should have a play. He does. Inning over. O's take a 5-4 lead on the Leo Gomez home run. And Jamie Moyer, he's pitched a heck of a game. He's 6 innings. He's giving the O's a chance to win. And he'll give way to Mark Eichhorn, begin the 7th. 3-2. Right field, Hammonds is there. 1 away. Here's Felix Furman, 1-1 to Felix. Second base, McLemore up with it. 2 gone. Here's the dangerous Ken Griffey. First pitch swinging right to Cal. Inning over. Back for the 8th, right after this. And we're back to the 8th inning. The Mariners have decided to stick to Randy Johnson. Meanwhile, I'm taking this very carefully with this dangerous runner lineup, as Tom Bolton will get up in the bullpen. 1-1 to Harold Baines. That is into the gap in right center field. That'll be extra bases for sure. And it's his first hit of the day. Here's Rafael Palmeiro, 1 for 2. 2-2 to Rafi. Into right field. That'll keep the runner at second, as Junior's got a cannon for an arm. And around Chris Hoyles, he's over 2. Into right field, base hit as the runner try to score. No, he's just going to hold it third. It's too shallow to try to score. There's a base hit. Here's Jeffrey Hammonds looking to do even more damage. He had the grand slam back in the first, but Randy Johnson's kept him quiet since then. Can he come through again with 2 on? Left field. Amaral will make the play as the runner try to tag. He does not. So Hammonds had the grand slam in the first inning, but he was kept quiet in each of his next 3 at-bats. 1 for 4. 1 for 4 with a slam. I'll take 1 hit all day if the 1 hit the grand slam. Here's Leo Gomez, whose home run gave the Orioles the lead. He's 1 for 10, but that 1 hit was a big one. And he draws a walk. That'll load him up. That's Johnson's 5th walk. It's throwing 113 pitches. The Mariners stick with him against Mike Devereaux, who's 0 for 3 on the day. They do. 1 out of Mike. Adams tagged! I told you they should have taken him out! See you later! Grand slam! Homer again! I knew! My managerial instincts told me you keep a guy in there for 113 pitches, he's gonna get burned if you keep him in there. And sure enough, Mike Devereaux takes him out of the yard! Grand slam, and this once tight game is busted wide open, 9-4. Took him out one pitch too late. And just like that, Devo unloads the bases with a grand slam. And that gives him 12 hits and 27 trips, 2 homers, 9 RBIs, good for a 444 club. But I don't think he'll outdo what Jeffrey Hammonds did so far in the playoffs. Here's John Cummings. And he will deal to Brady Anderson, who hits one into center field. That will drop in for extra bases. And Anderson greets him with a double. And Mark McLemore once again. 0-2 mark. Fly ball, center field. Murphy should have a play. Or excuse me, Soho should have a play, and he does. Hitting over, but the O's strike for 4. Thanks to a second grand slam. So, with Eichhorn pretty much as fresh as a daisy, no need to bring in Tom Bolton. Only bring in Bolton or bullpen if you need help. 2-1 to Edgar Martinez. Center field. Devo. 1 away. Here's Shea Buhner. Into right field. Hammonds back, and a nice catch! Better shake off injuries. You don't need you getting hurt, considering you're one of our best offensive weapons. 1-1 to Tino Martinez. Center field. Devo is there. Hitting over. We go to the 9th with the O's staring a 3-0 lead right in the face. Here's Cabrickin, 1 for 4. Right field, that'll drop in for a base knock. Cal's 2 for 5 now. It's Rafael Harold Baines, 1 for 3 on the day. 1-2 to Harold. Center field, Griffey. 1 gone. Here's Rafi Palmeiro, 1 for 3 on the day. 3-2 to Rafi, and he draws another walk. If the O's lineup has done one thing, it's definitely be consistent in terms of getting on base. They've drawn a lot of walks. In fact, let's count them up. They've drawn a grand total of 6 walks today. But man, you'd think I mean, I bet if the Mariners do get swept in the series, Lou Piniella will look back to Game 3 and go, you know, I really should have taken Randy Johnson out after he'd thrown 113 pitches. Because that 115th pitch was his undoing with that grand slam. I really should have taken him out after 113. I didn't, and it probably cost us a series. That's probably what he's going to be thinking if they wind up getting swept, which they very well could be, considering the O's have a 9-4 lead. Here's Sabi Ayala. Chris Hoyles with 2 on. Short booted by Soho, and that'll give the O's an extra out. Here's Jeffrey Hammonds with a chance for a second grand slam in a single game. Remember, he hit the grand slam in the first inning that gave the O's the lead, 4-0. Randy Johnson kept him quiet with 3 subsequent plate appearances. He has a chance to really burn the Mariners again with the bases loaded and 1 out. A 1 to Hammonds. That gets away. 1 run will score. No chance for a grand slam now. Second and third, 1 out. 1-1 to Jeffrey. Second base. 1 gone. Or 2 gone, excuse me. So Hammonds goes 1 for 5 with a grand slam, but I don't really think Jeffrey minds going 1 for 5 with a slam. I wouldn't either. Leo Gomez, 1-2. Driven deep to right. Buhner back to the track, to the wall. See you later! 13-4, and it's once again a blowout. As the O's powerful offense is no match for Seattle's taxed bullpen. What looked like a tight game 3 turns out to be, well, not much of it. As you can see, the O's have really pounded the baseball, scoring 9 runs over the last 3 innings. Leo Gomez connecting for 2 homers. He's had only 2 hits in the entire series. Both hits have been home runs. And here's Mike Devereaux. Devo, 3-1. Left field. Amaral will be there. He's got it. Inning over. But the O's have pretty much sealed the 3-0 lead with a now 13-4 lead. Mike Flowers lead off the 9th for the Mariners. They look to at least play for some pride. Flowers to short. Cal handles it. 1 away. Here's Dan Wilson. His triple earlier. Thought it might lead to something, but that was back when the game was a lot closer. 0-1 to Wilson. Center field. Wilson actually tied the game back in the 6th. As he'll fly to Devo here for his 2nd out. Uso overfends the Mariners' last hope, but a 5 for 30 hitter. 0 for 3 in this game ain't much of hope. Pitch to Soho. To Cal. On to first. Ball game Mariners. The Orioles embarrass the Mariners here at the Kingdome 13-4 to take a 3-0 stranglehold. Back to wrap it up right after this. Alright folks, as I said, it looked like it was going to be a close game, being 4-3 heading into 6th. Mariners tied it up. Then Leo Gomez hits a homer. Stole the homer off Randy Johnson. And then Mike Devereaux delivered the dagger. Remember I said Johnson was 113 pitches. Lou Piniella stuck with him. Big mistake as Mike Devereaux unloaded with a grand slam. And then after a wild pitch in the 9th inning, Leo Gomez just says, okay, I'll join in the party and hit another homer myself. So Leo Gomez with a 2-homer day. 2 homers, 4 RBIs in the series for Leo. Everyone in the Oriole lineup has at least 1 home run. Now, thanks to Leo's 2-homer day. But I still think that Jeffrey Hammonds will get the series MVP if the O's do indeed sweep. He may only be hitting 286, but he's got 4 homers and 14 RBIs. I thought after he hit the grand slam to start the game, Jeffrey would have a lot bigger game out there, but he went 1 for 5. He only hit with the grand slam the 1st inning, and then he struck out 2 times, and then slew out 1 other time. I don't think that Jeffrey minds that. As Mark Acorn works three perfect innings to get a save, and Big Unit touched up for 9 runs, giving up 5 walks and 3 bombs. Once again, they'll look back to that 8th inning. 113 pitches from Randy. I would have taken him out. They didn't, and the O's made him pay for it. So now, we'll see if the O's can complete the sweep. In Game 4. Meanwhile, the Expos are in a similar hole, as it looks like we'll get a rematch of the 1970 World Series between the Reds and the Orioles. I was hoping it would be Expos and Orioles, but it doesn't appear to be that way, as the Reds have a 3-1 series lead. I mean, first game it was tight and close, 4-3. Then we bomb them 16-3, then we bomb them out again, 13-4. So if we can sweep it here, that would be great. And there you see who the Mariners are going with. Dave Fleming against Sid Fernandez. The Expos, they're in trouble. They need a W. They need to win each of the next 3 ball games if they're gonna have any hopes of a World Series. Jeff Hammonds is the last chance for the Expos in Game 5. Meanwhile, the Mariners will be relying on Dave Fleming to keep them in the series. But if the O's have their way, they'll sweep each series on the way to the World Series. And we will see what happens in that series in our next Out of the Park video. So until next time, this is your boy Charmed City Gamer signing out for now. Remember, if you like this video, be sure to please give it a like and subscribe to join the Charm Nation today. And also check out my friend Mel at MelsonMatChat7 on Twitter for all our wrestling know-how. And be sure to check out my Twitter, realccg_YT, so you guys are made aware of any future video news and all that stuff. Keep up with me and see what I'm interested in, tweeting about wrestling and things like that. And also, help us out to reading the review first while we get into the R reviews of all. Until next time, peace out, everyone.